What is up, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Let's see here. What are we going to work on today? Well, there's a few things. So, for starters, got the boombox playing. Figure we'll just let it run. So, there we go. I think I got the volume set now. Alright, so there's a few things we need to do. For starters, we need to get modular frames set back up. That was one thing I tore down and forgot to set back up. So, what is going to be the best way to do that? Well, we don't have a whole lot of floor space left up here. We do have a little bit, though. But I would need to bring screws up. I'm using 100. Wait, why isn't this one? This one ain't getting rods? Hold up. Now it is. No, it's not. What the world? What I may do. Alright. And these are using 80 rods per minute. So that would be a Mach 2 belt. Alright, good. There's that. Okay, so back to what I was doing. Modular frames. So let's see here. Oh, they only require rods and plates and reinforced iron plates. Okay then. How many rods am I making per minute? And how many am I using? Well, I'm using 80 right here. So, but I'm also using a bunch of rods right here to make screws. How many of these do I have again? 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. 16, 20. So that's making 300 rods per minute. Of that 300 rods per minute, I've got that belt's not stopping. This is screw production, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. How am I using that many rods per minute up there? Or is it because I have no idea. Anyways. Rods being made. Come up here. Rods being consumed. Got nine, so that's 18. Using 180 plus 80 is 260, so that leaves me with 40 rods per minute. Is that right? Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, well, so I'm using 180 plus 80, that's 260. So that leaves me with 40 left over, basically. So if I built 2 of these. Modular frames. So what we'll do is we'll grab a splitter, put one right here. There. Conveyor lift. Belt to belt. Belt to belt. Yeah, it's not quite straight, but I can deal with that. Alright, and then we grab another splitter. And we put it right there. Alright, and these use 3, so 6. So and then put door right there. Make it blue. Yeah. There we go. Alright, now then. Now, where am I going to put the storage at? That's a good question. I guess I could technically put it like right here. And then just build a merger. Right there. Maybe. Okay, this does feed out, so that's good. This is very compact. I didn't think I could get it that compact. Alright, well, at least I've got modular frames being made. Albeit slowly, still being made, which is what we wanted. So, we can cross that off our list. Alright, so steel, and then use concrete to make steel pipes. And then I could then use the pipes to make encased industrial beams, which would be a good use for the concrete, which is what I might do. So right now it uses 45 iron per minute. If I switch this one, it uses 75 iron per minute. Holy cow. Okay, so I would need more, basically. So, but let's see here. What should we work towards? Don't think I have 400 modular frames, unfortunately. Well, tell you what. We'll do this one. Alright, so I already know the rubber and plastic. It's up here. I need 200 rubber and then 200 plastic. Then I need 100 encased industrial beams and 100 motors. No motors are over there. So this thing is full of motors. Alright. Throw the motors in. Alright. So we'll put our tickets in there. grass in here. Alright, let us make encased industrial beams. I will be back once I have enough. Alright, that should be enough.
Milestone reached. It is my honor and privilege to inform you that the fuel-powered generator, as well as the industrial fluid buffer, are now available. Due to a lack of gold in your sector, Caterium will serve as a suitable replacement to construct the fuel-powered generator. Your research into this element was valuable. In fact, you in particular are my most valuable pioneer, but don't tell the others I said that, it would be bad for morale.
Okay. So we come up here, grab some rubber, and jump down here, and grab some Caterium. Oh boy. This thing ain't small. Oh hey, it makes 250 megawatts though. Which is dope. How much fuel does it use? Let's see here. I want to know what all that goes to. Okay. What I wanted to know was how much fuel does it use? Kind of need to know that. That way I know how many I can build. But okay. What should we go towards next? Probably industrial. Let's see how many modular frames we got chilling in this storage chest down here. Doesn't look like any. Tell you what though, I can get rid of some of these stators. Or rotors, whichever it is. Alright. Getting a lot of points per minute. Alright. So this requires 200. This requires 400 plus 300. This requires a lot. So basically, I can make fuel at 40 per minute with the residual heavy oil residue. So I think it's more worthwhile to do the heavy oil residue than it is the residual polymer. Anyways, what did I need to do? Guess really I'm just waiting at this point. Even though, I know. Let's see here. Modular frame. 12 rods, 3 reinforced iron plates. Sorry about the sniffles. So I do have a lot of iron rods down here. I will just craft some by hand. Shall be back in a minute. Alright. So there's that. Now I just need 200 motors. And 1,000 cable. Oh, goodness. Well, got plenty of cable. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. $200. All right. Let's deposit what we got. And then let's come up here and grab 400 plastic. And boom. Send it off.
Milestone reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of Phase 3 of Project Assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
Jeez, this thing's huge. Oh, and it requires plastic. Well, let me just I'm up here and grab some plastic. Oh, that's why I can't get anything out, because the train's here. Durr. Hello, train. How are you doing? I couldn't pick this up because it's full. Nice. Plastic. You gonna get out of here, Bean? Thank you. Alright. Then we'll grab some cable. Alright. Let's see what we got going on in here. Oh boy. So I need to make computers to make the adaptive control unit, which also requires circuit boards and heavy modular frames. And then we've also got the computers that also require circuit boards. And then we've got the modular engine, which is 2 motors, 15 rubber, and 2 smart plating. Oh gosh, I gotta do smart plating again. Oh gosh. Oh. Alrighty. Oh, well. First thing I would set up is computers, which requires circuit boards, which I believe are made in a assembler. Yep, there they are. Plastic and copper sheets. I got plenty of plastic coming in. I got plenty of copper sheets I could use. So I could do that. I'm trying to think how many of those things I got made. How much plastic I got being made down here. I know it's a lot. So let's see here. What do we got? All right. So let's come over here real quick. Let's see here. What do we need for smart plating? One rotor, one reinforced iron plate. Okay. Maybe I should have held on to those smart plates I had. motors am I making? 12 per minute? 1, 2, 3, no, 16 per minute. Making 16 per minute. What about reinforced iron plates? 10, 15, 20, 25? 25 per minute. Okay, well, you know what? I think it's about time for me to bring up the walls of this place. Big blue box is getting an expansion. Really don't need all these iron rods. Dang, I got 9 coupons now. What? Let's go on a bit of a spending spree real quick, shall we? 'Cause I think I got 9 more sitting in the box up here. At least a few more. Yeah. I got a total of 18. What can we buy? These aren't needed so much. Neither of these. Ooh. Could get some different foundations. And some different walls.
Fun fact: architecture was invented when people began building buildings. If it had been invented slightly beforehand, perhaps more old buildings would still be around. Humanity sometimes lacks vision.
I mean, she ain't wrong. But Let's add some of those to it. Right. We'll go with that. Ooh. But you can't change the color of it. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. And then we got all these pillars. Dang, that's huge. That's what she said. Ha ha! Alright, well. Didn't I grab some concrete? I thought I did. I guess I did. I'm also gonna need more iron plates, I can already tell. Only got 125. Yeah, should be good. I don't quite know how I'm gonna get up to there. Other than sticking a ladder. But I don't want to do ladders. Oh, how I wish I had spiral stairs of some kind that I didn't have to make super big. Ladder it is. Oh well, that's okay. Ah, yay for zooping. Oh my goodness. I really need to work on power. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna have some assemblers up here. We're gonna have some manufacturers up here. Maybe. I don't know yet. We may put manufacturers on the next floor up depending. Because these things are a beast. They are huge. Yeah. Anyways, figure out what we want to do with assemblers first. Not doing that one over here, but I do need to do that. Which that can be done over here. Easy enough. These require 2 and 2. Which I got enough. I'd build 4 of those and be good. Because that would give me 8 per minute. But how many does this require? It only requires 2 per minute. So I could get away with just building 1 of these. But then, alright, we're gonna Alright, so motors. It's making 5 per minute. And if it's making 5 per minute, this thing wants 2 per minute. I could theoretically make 2 of them. So it requires 4 per minute. Then it would require 4 per minute of the smart plating. Reinforced iron plates to make. So let's go and grab some real quick. Okay. So that would be 4 smart plating per minute to feed 4 modular engines per minute. I have I have 5 rotors per minute being made below, so I can just pull those up. And then I would need 30 rubber per minute, which is coming in on the train tracks, which I could probably just make a little belt and have it come over here like I have the stators. Ain't the best, but it'll work. In which case, what I'll probably do is actually. I don't know yet. Okay. Basically, I'm gonna need 2 of these for 2 of these. Gotcha. So now, to make the adaptive control units, I need automated wiring, which automated wire is this one, and it requires stators and cable. Ew. How many stators per minute am I even making right now? Probably ain't enough. I probably need to build a couple more of these, to be honest. I'm making 5 per minute. Yeah, that's definitely not enough. But the automated wiring can be made over here, though, because I also have cable over here. I'm making 30 cable per minute, so. Oh, that requires 50 cable per minute. Ah! Of course it does. I'm making 30. But the good news is I only need 100 of these. So, let's see here. I need 100. How many per minute is it making? 1. So that's 5 and 5 and 1 and 2 to 1. Ugh. And then I also need to get these set up right here. Alright, 5 to 1. So if I need 100, I need 500. Okay. And we've got heavy modular frames. Require a lot. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be quite the undertaking. At this point, I'm kind of just planning out what my next move is. Not necessarily working on anything in particular. I need to add some lights in here. It is dark. There they are. Let's take a look at these real quick. See how bright they are. Oh, very. But they only cast light in a certain area. Interesting. Whereas if I use these, dang, that lights up a good little area. That's about as far as it goes. Interesting. I'll look at that down the road. But anyways, so not going to be this time, but next time I'm going to work on getting some of this automation started. Also, let me just come over here and grab a handful of these. So I need 2,500. I've got 1,080. Yeah. Keep a stack on me just to be safe. So, with that being said, though, we will work on automating some of these things, as well as look into setting up better coal production? Question mark? I don't know. There goes the train! But yeah, this is gonna be a shorter episode this time. And it's more so just due to time constraint. I just didn't have a lot of time to record today. Oh, I also need to set up production for these things. Which I'm talking about SAM fluctuators. Because I need those for research. To research the alien technology. So that I can get this done. So that I can add power to the grid. So. Takes 100 of them. Ooh. Yeah, they aren't cheap to make. So, but with that being said, this is where I'm gonna call it. Sorry for the shorter episode, but it's just all I could record this time around. So, with that being said, I will see all of you in the next one. Toodaloo. Goodbye for now, everybody.